Jai Sadgudev. Good morning, everyone. I welcome you all in this online Vihangam Yoga monthly rejuvenation session, one of the most awaited sessions for end of the month. Thanks for our team members and all participants for their hard work to craft this series in order to make it useful for everyone's need. Happy to announce that number of the participants and our core team members is growing, and I hope we do our best to nurture the society by the teamwork, dedication, and hard work. The session, which we are going to start soon, will be leading by Mr. Bimal Kumar. He is the MC for today's session. Bimalji joining us from Singapore. He has been associated with Vihangam Yoga for almost 2 years. He's a regular practitioner of Vihangam meditation. He's also active in many international forums. It's a pleasure to be here with him. While I'm passing control to Mr. Bimal Kumar, I will request everyone to please sit down comfortably for the next 1 hour. There's many interesting things are on the way in the session, so please be alert and ready to grasp. Over to you, Mr. Bimal Kumar. Thanks everyone to join this session.
Yes, Gurudev, and thank you so much, Omji. A very good day to you all, and on behalf of Vihangam Yoga Singapore, I welcome you all in this online rejuvenation session. It is initiated to boost energy and bring peace to the mind, body, and soul by looking inward. As we are in the midst of pandemic, which is inflicted upon us, we are somehow restricted not to go outside home. Our door to outside is almost closed, however, the door to inwards is always open. So the session is themed around to open the door for inwards and look within. And by attending the session, you might be able to understand how to start your journey within by going in order to go within yourself, look inward. So please just stay focused till the end of the session. My name is Vimal Kumar, and on Vihangam Yoga Singapore team, we'd like to extend our thanks to all the regular attendees of the session, all newcomers, and our team members and their family members who are here to grace the occasion. For those who are not aware about the Vihangam Yoga, let me give a little bit of update or introduce the organization to you. Vihangam Yoga Organization is an NGO, a pioneer in yoga and advanced meditation training, uplifting humans' life in all aspects. The organization was established in the year 1924 by its Holiness Sadhguru Sadapal Devji Maharaj, who discovered this wonderful meditation technique after 17 years of strenuous meditation practices. Today, under the guidance of present Sadhguru, His Holiness Sri Swatantra Devji Maharaj, Vihangam Yoga has reached 45 countries and has transformed the life of more than 5 million disciples. Our international headquarters is situated on the bank of Holy River Ganges in Prayagraj, India. Amidst a global pandemic, Vihangam Yoga Singapore team had started daily online session of breathing exercises, pranayama, and Vihangam meditation, as well as the online introductory session conducting every month. So I will move to the agenda of today's discussion. So primarily there will be three parts. We will start in the first part. We will start with offering a prayer to the holy feet of Master, and then we will have in the second part we will have the panel discussion, and the topic of today's discussion is meditation, regularity, and timing. And third and final one, we will have Shanti part and the closing remark. And so in the third part, we will have the closing remark and the Shanti part. So that is all about today's agenda. And you will also have opportunity to ask questions in the end of the session, or you can write your questions or queries in the chat box so that it can be addressed at appropriate opportunity. So now we will begin with the first part, that is, and the first part starts with Swagat Gan and Mangal Gan. And in order to have Swagat Gan and Mangal Gan for the world peace and prosperity, I'd like to invite Srinivasi. You will see the it is displayed on the screen in Hindi and English as well. So I'd like to invite Srinivasi. Srinivasi is joining us from Singapore, and he has been associated with Vihangam Yoga in the last 2 years, and he is a regular practitioner of Vihangam meditation. Srinivasi for Swagat Khan and Mangal Khan.
जय सद्गुरुदेव। आज स्वागत नित्य गुरुवर संत शुभागम आइए, अध्यात्म विद्या दिव्य ज्योति सोम रस बरसाइए। दोष दुर्गुण दूर करके शुद्ध हंस बनाइए, भेद गम गत ज्ञान गर्जन शक्ति द्वार हटाइए। खुले द्वारा शब्द सागर भक्त जन अनवाइए, जन सदा फल विश्व शिक्षक शान आन बचाइए। मंगलगान। विश्व शांति नाम मंगल परम गुरु को ध्याइए, वर्ग द्वंद्व अशांति दूर कर भाव भेद मिटाइए। सार्वभौम समष्टि सत्ता ध्यात्म राज्य बनाइए, भेष भाषा भाव जग में ज्ञान पर दर्शाइए। समृद्धि सुख शांति धरातल स्वर्ग भूमि बनाइए, विश्व शिक्षक जान सदा फल नीति स्वर अपनाइए। जय सद्गुरुदेव।
Thank you so much, Srinivasi. I always feel whenever I listen Swagat Khan and Mangal Khan, it's a moment of blessings for us. And so now we will move to the second part, and that is the panel discussion, and topic is meditation regularity and timing. And prior to that, I'd like to give you a little bit update about the quick announcement that is the Google form in the Zoom chat box. Please use this to provide your name, contact details, and if you have any kind of feedback on this session, uh, because that is the way we can contact with you and keep you updated about the future events, what we are doing in Singapore. So now we will move to the panel discussion, and the topic, having said earlier that today is meditation, regularity and timing. And we have excellent speakers with us. And to initiate the discussion, I'd like to invite Sri Suhas Chandraji. Suhasji is based in Singapore and associated with Vihangam Yoga for long, long time. He has been imbibing the Sadhguru knowledge from his early childhood and sharing his knowledge and wisdom to those who all are interested in imbibing same. He is committed, he is dedicated, and leading example to help any and all who wish to attain peace through the Vihangam Yoga meditation and practices. So, Vasri, please initiate the discussion. So, Vasri, I think we are not able to listen. Still not.
Okay. Thank you, Vimalji. Jai
Now,
Sadhgurudev. In today's discussion, we are going to discuss about not just about meditation, but how to become more and more regular. What is the importance of regularity and what should be the appropriate time for the meditation? We are going to have panel discussion on this particular topic with some of our experienced meditation practitioners. I will introduce one by one all of them, but before that, let me come back to some specific important points when we are talking about meditation. Most of us have been associated with meditation, and those who have been associated with Vihangam meditation, I'm sure they know what is the real challenge for them, because there are certain things, there are certain protocols which they have to follow, probably to a certain extent. But today, we are going to talk more about how to channelize ourselves, how to motivate ourselves to be as regular as possible. Vihangam meditation, the first stage of Vihangam meditation or second stage of Vihangam meditation, or whichever stage we are practicing the Vihangam meditation, has its own importance at whatever level you are at. The importance and the benefit from the meditation is very, very unique. Sometimes some people take some time to understand the utility and importance of meditation. Without going more towards spirituality, if I talk about a little bit more, depending on what type of lifestyle we have, how we are leading our day-to-day life, even in that also, it has been observed and it has been tested and tried by many that meditation practice brings lots and lots of benefit to all of us. The very first thing which I would like to highlight here is everyone has to sleep. After a few hours, when we do our day-to-day life work, we need to take some rest. Once we go in the sleep mode, we don't have any control on ourselves, isn't it? If that is the situation, and when you get up in the morning and still you feel a headache, still you feel your heavy head, still you don't feel very, very relaxed, what has happened during that sleep mode? Do you know? Probably in today's time, where we have lots of different kinds of gadgets, the watches, the mobile phones, and other things, through those, we can monitor our sleep mode as well. And we can find how much we had the sound sleep, how much we had a disturbed sleep, and how much we were just in a relaxed mode. Please check if you have those kind of device, and you will be surprised to know, to most of us, that our sleep is not appropriate the way it has to be. Why? When you are on the bed, you are sleeping. Why you are not in a relaxed mode? What is happening? Is there something which is happening also inside which you are not aware of? Probably yes. We need to understand these things one by one. But just quickly, if our sleep is not very, very nice and soothing and peaceful, that means our mind is disturbed. We are having something in our mind which probably because of which we are in a stressful situation and we are not able to calm down and put ourselves in the rest. Then what to do? And that's here what meditation brings to you as a benefit. It has been observed that whenever you are practicing meditation on a regular basis, your sleep mode becomes more and more calm and more peaceful. You can test it out anytime. You can test it out, but always remember that it is not just one time exercise. If somebody thinks that, okay, I'm doing meditation for 5 days and those 5 days my sleep should be very, very sound sleep, it may happen, but please don't have that expectation from meditation that it will impact you just instantly, immediately on your sleep at the same time. It's not possible, because whatever problems we had, it is not just of right now problem. That problem has been coming since few days, since few months, since few years probably. And we want it to be corrected, rectified just in 1 day and 5 days. That is not fair expectation. But still, believe me, if you practice meditation for 3 weeks on a continuous basis, you will get a glimpse of the benefit on your sleep mode. If you are really very, very disturbed during your sleep time, it will impact you before 3 weeks also. But on a normal basis, 3 weeks is a good time to identify how the meditation is impacting your sleep mode. So here, what we want to say is regularity is very, very, very important. What is the meaning of regularity? Regularity has different dimensions. One simple example is I'm regular, means maybe somebody set out a time, I'm alternatively regular doing something. Somebody may say that, okay, fine, I'm regular, I'm practicing only during the weekends. But someone else may say, okay, I'm practicing meditation during weekdays, weekend I'm not practicing. Or someone can say, I'm practicing on a daily basis, one time a day. Someone may say, I'm practicing on a daily basis every day, morning as well as evening as well. So there are different varieties of the definition of regularity itself. Which one we choose, that is our own choice. But if you go on a normal basis, if you go on standard basis, the definition of being regular has not to be set by yourself. The regularity word has to be set by the process itself. Think about in this way, why we are meditating. Are we meditating to help ourselves? Are we meditating to just console ourselves? Are we meditating just for the sake of doing meditation? Or there is a specific objective to do the meditation? I'm sure all of us know and understand there is a specific objective to meditate. And the very fine reason to meditate is to have a connection with ourselves. We all are not connected with ourselves. We need to connect with ourselves. And meditation helps us to purify, to clean all the jargons associated with us. With that objective, if we become regular just once in a week, just twice in a week, just one time in 5 days, just one time in 1 day, or every day, both morning and evening, there is a huge difference in the impact to you. The choice is yours. If you really want to be serious, if you really want to see the benefit of meditation on the basis of being more and more regular, you must try 3 weeks, 1 month on a daily basis, morning and evening, just for 10 minutes meditation, and check it out whether what we are saying is really right or not. Set an example at your end. Set an example at your own end, and then let us know. No, you are not telling us the right thing. Please let us know. But I'm sure, I am 100% more than 100% sure that those who have been practicing meditation on a regular basis, daily, morning, and evening, they know what is the benefit of the meditation. Not just in their day-to-day life, but also to uplift themselves from one level to the another, to shift their base from one to another, wherever they are, doesn't matter. You will get the upliftment from one to another. We will talk more about the experiences and some more techniques about regularity on meditation, regularity and timing for the meditation. Let me now introduce here our panelists today. So we have Shriman Podarji from Singapore, who has been associated with Vihangam Yoga since last 7 to 8 years, and he has been contributing a lot to the Singapore activities here and there, wherever, whatever we are doing. And we have Srivikas ji from Malaysia, who I'm sure some of you might have heard him during the daily meditation practice time. Vikas ji has been associated with Vihangam Yoga since his childhood, and he has been practicing meditation on a daily basis. Today, I think he will be one of the example coming to all of us when we hear him how in a difficult situation, difficult lifestyle reason also, he had never left his meditation and what kind of different experiences he has been experiencing during his meditation time. And we have Mayuri ji from Malaysia, but unfortunately she has not been able to join on this platform right now, but we will be hearing her voice through the recording. So we have these three experienced meditation practitioner, and we are going to hear from them one by one to understand how the regularity in the meditation has changed their life, as well as how setting up a time, specific time, has actually made them more and more efficient. Just one more thing I want to tell on timing. Ideally, the best time is a surprising time, which not everyone will be able to focus on. The best time to meditate in the morning is actually in the due time, which we call as Brahma Muhurta time. The Brahma Muhurta time actually has a specific time period. Whichever country we are in, whenever the sun rises, 75 minutes before the sunrise time, the Brahma Muhurt time ends. For example, suppose in Singapore, if the sun rises at 7:15 a.m. in the morning, then the Brahma Muhurt time will end 75 minutes before, that means at 6 a.m. And before that, roughly around 90 minutes, 1 hour and 30 minutes is the time for that Brahma Muhurt. That means in that example, when the sun rises in Singapore is at 7:15 in the morning, the Brahma Muhurt time is 4:30 to 6 a.m. If at some place the sun rises at 6:15, this Brahma Muhurt time will shift in that country, in that at that place, from 3:30 to 5 a.m. So it depends in which country you are. So that is the best time for the meditation. Similarly, in the evening, the best time to meditate is the after sunset, but the darkness has not yet started. Darkness is not there wherever you are. The sun has set. There is still some light outside, but the darkness has not started. That time is called Godhuli, means that is the opposite of due time, in the evening time. If you do meditation during these two times just for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you will see the most efficient change in yourself. But if that is not possible at your end because of any reason, as for example, it may be possible that somebody's job is in such a way that you come from job on a shift basis, maybe at 12 o'clock in the night or 1 o'clock in midnight. After that, if you have to meditate in the morning 4 o'clock, it's not possible. That's not the right expectation actually. But even in that case, the best part is whenever you get up, whenever you get up, get freshen up and sit for the meditation. For doing meditation, taking a bath is not that important. If you can, it's good because you will freshen it up. And if you bath with a cold water, not very cold, but normal, slightly colder than normal, it will much more better. But it depends whether you are able to do that or not. If not, it's okay. But along with timing, regularity is very important. What I mean to say here is, if suppose you meditate every day in the morning at 7 o'clock, please continue to meditate at 7 o'clock all the day, at least for 1 month. Don't do zigzag motion. Someday you are waking up in the morning 5 o'clock and you're doing meditation. Someday you are doing 6 o'clock. Someday you're doing 8 o'clock. Someday you're not doing. Please try to be regular on a specific time, because our body signals differently, scientifically, biologically also. It has an adaptive nature. It has an adaptive nature. If you give it a zigzag motion, if you give it a zigzag timing, your mind will not adopt it appropriately the way it has to adopt it. So we'll hear more about meditation regularity as well as timing. What we will do is, we are going to hear first from Mayuri ji about her recording. Let's see what she has to say. She's going to share her experience along with her own practice related with the timing as well as regularity. Once we hear her, then we'll quickly go for the meditation practice itself. We'll do for around 7-minute meditation practice, and then thereafter we will come to our other panelists to hear more from them. So can we hear Mayuri ji's recording, please?
Hey Sadgurudev, I'm Mayuri from Malaysia. I'm happy to be a part of in this session today. Thank you for the opportunity given. Allow me to offer my prayer to the lotus feet of beloved Sadguru. बार बार बंदन करूं सद्गुरु देव हमार यहाँ वहाँ सब धाम में महिमा परंपार शरण शरण में शरण हूँ हे गुरु बंदी छोड़ मोहि उबारो हे गुरु यह सौ बार निहो Pranam to all. I really feel blessed and fortunate to got to know Vihangam Yoga Meditation since April 2020. Seriously, this Vihangam Yoga Meditation has impressed me in many ways in my life. I have benefited to the maximum of this meditation. I would like to emphasize of the benefits of auspicious time for meditation first. We all knew if meditation means the best time would be Brahma Muhurta time, or also called Amrit Vela. This Brahma time starts 1.5 hours before the sunrise. What actually happened during this time? This is the time the nature has the purest best. We must go out, smell and feel the air. We will love it. When we align our body cycles to the nature cycle, we would see our life unfolding within us. This the moment the level of oxygen is estimated to be highest level. Hence, pranayama practice during this time is highly recommended. When the oxygen content is high, it strengthens our lungs. So it detoxifies our body through release of toxins and improves our blood flow. then carry oxygen to the brain, and overall gives vitality to our body, keeps our immune system stronger. We all know that many sages, saints, yogis meditate in Brahma Muhurta. Our Swamiji has mentioned this is the time when all yoga practitioners should leave the bed. The first thing should do, take Ushapan, go to the toilet activities. Then the third one, do meditation. For the past 11 months, I am waking up at 3:30 a.m. for my early sadhana. Now Brahma Muhurta meditation become my daily routine, as important as I bathe, morning bathe, brush my teeth. I try my utmost not to miss Brahma Muhurta meditation. After a week practice, I feel my differences. I can feel the differences in my body. My head used to feel physically heavy, but after meditation feel lighter, much energetic compared to before. I notice my irritation reduce while handling with my teenage kids. My emotions are well managed. The most important for me, I find myself in peaceful moment. It's really happy, isn't it? I realize that meditation is molding me to be a better person. These practices also explore most of the good qualities, and automatically my bad qualities subside. Now I'm being confident in whatever I'm doing and have faith in Almighty is always with us. For improvement, we have to regularly practice and see the changes within yourself. Last but not least, it's all our mind that matter. Mind is a powerful tool. We will feel it with positive thoughts. Our life will start to change. Thank you. Thank you for all the listeners. Jai Sadgurudev.
Thank you very much, Mayuriji and Chandanji, for running this recording. So as we heard Mayuriji, if you heard her clearly, then she has been associated with Vihangam meditation just since last few months, roughly around 1 year and 6 months kind of thing. And since last 11 months, she has been getting up in the morning at 3:30 every day. And now it has become a routine for her. If she doesn't do one day, she is restless. Probably to some of us, it seems that how dedicated she is, and will I be able to do that way or not? Probably that may be one of the questions to many of us. Let me give you some another example. I'm not taking any names, but we know there are certain practitioners for whom getting up in the morning even before 6 a.m. was very, very difficult. But once they determined it, once they decided that, yes, I have to get up in the morning, if others can do, why can't I do? Yes, of course, I can, but let me try. Unless and until you try it out, it is very difficult to go on that basis. And I can give you one very simple example, that there is one practitioner who was not able to get up in the morning. And now the situation with that practitioner is that the practitioner is getting up in the morning at 5 a.m. automatically without any alarm. And the first thing what that practitioner does at 5:10 is to do the meditation. And without that, the day doesn't start. As simple as it is. But it had taken some time. It's not just next single day that it has happened that way. No, it is not. The practitioner had to put the willpower. The practitioner had to put some effort to be regular. And the whole body system adopted it so quickly that now there is no problem at all. So now let us go first quickly to meditate for 5 to 7 minutes only, depending on what time we have. And thereafter, we will hear our other panelists more on regularity and the timing, what they have experienced in their practice and the life itself to make it more better. So most of us are familiar with how to do Vihangam meditation practice. So please sit down properly in Siddhasana, keeping your left leg down, right leg on top of it, or else you may sit down normal cross leg posture. And put your hands on the knees, palms in the upward direction, index finger and thumb should touch each other, and rest of the fingers will be opened. And now slowly start meditating the way you have been taught to meditate. Just remain calm, remain silent from within, no movement. Don't think anything, and remain conscious, alert, and awake. You would meditate only for 5 to 7 minutes. Just be with yourself. No movement, please. Remain calm and silent, please. सदगम महास्वरूप है, नर स्वरूप के मान हर्ष दे जग जीव को, कंचन रूप बना। सुमिरन सुरति लगाई के, मुख से कछु न बोले, बाहर का पट बंद कर, भीतर आप टको। जी नया जीना चलो, मनव त्याग संयोग, क्रमशः सूक्ष्महो रहो Main conscious and alert. No movement, please. Slowly bring your consciousness back to the normal. Rub both of your palms together to generate the heat in your palm. Give that heat to your eyes and slowly open your eyes. We did meditation just for few minutes, roughly around 7.5 minutes. We must be regular to sit down for the meditation. At least we have to sit. We have to sit. If you don't sit, it's not possible to perform. If you think that 10 minutes is too much for you, please sit down for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and then go on progressive basis towards the 10 minutes. And if you think 10 minutes is too short for you, continue for more than 10 minutes, no problem at all. How we all have been facing our difficult situations, and at all different times, we all are familiar. Sometimes family problems, sometimes office problems, sometimes health problem, sometimes our mental problem, psychological problem. Because ultimately, we are trying to control our mind. But the mind is trying to control us as well. So what to do? And that's why here the willpower, the dedication comes and play the important role. How dedicated you are, what is your willpower that you know better than anyone else? If you are not regular in practicing anything, not just meditation, anything, if the regularity is not there, that means there is some lack of determination, there is some lack of willpower with respect to that particular activity. I'm not saying that you don't have willpower, you don't have determination for anything. No, it is not like that. But at least for that particular thing where you are lacking regular practice, where you have to perform it, that means the willpower and the dedication is lacking to a certain extent. Let us hear now, I would like to invite our long-time practitioner, Vikasji from Malaysia, who has been facing a lot of difficulty during his timing, at least. He would tell more thing about himself, but just to iterate few things, Vikasji is doing his job in shifting time. That means, like for me, if I say my job, which I do on a normal basis in our office, it's roughly around 9 to 6, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. So that means our whole routine, my whole system is very much on the basis of 9 to 6 basis, because he doesn't have that privilege. He's having different work routine because of the requirement of the company itself. But despite that, he has never left meditating. Never means never. And he has been benefiting out of that regular practice in his job as well as his daily day-to-day life as well. And spiritually also, he has been growing from there onward. Here, I would like to invite Vikasji. Please share your experience in next 5 to 7 minutes, how you have been motivating yourself, how you have been encouraging yourself, even during your difficult time, to practice on a regular basis timely. Vikasji, please.
Jai Sadgurudev to everyone. I would like to reconfirm that I am properly audible now.
Yes, you are, please.
Okay. Thank you, Subhashji. So yeah, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to bring up my experience with Vihangam Yoga. So as Subhashji mentioned, that I have been practicing this Vihangam Yoga meditation since long. So I know the importance and the benefits. And I'm working in IT sector, and I mean, most of us, those who are working in IT sector, I mean, we know that we need to coordinate, or we need to work together with our clients. And my client is in Europe. So I need to work together with them. That means somewhere I start my work around 3 p.m. and I finish my work around midnight, 12, 1, 2, or something like that. And it's not just 1 or 2 years. I have been working in this shift for 14 years. Last 14 years, I am in this shift, and this has never changed. So that means for last 14 years, I start my work at 3 and finish past midnight. So this is happening. I mean, and there was no problem I was facing, or there were no challenges I was facing in terms of my meditation, because I still have my morning time. Even though I was waking up a bit late, around 7:30, I was practicing my meditation during that time. So where exactly I had a bit of challenge, where exactly we were blessed with a baby boy during September 2017. And with that, for next few months, it was still fine with my meditation practice, because my wife was in the maternity leave, saying that my wife is also working in IT sector. So when her maternity leave finishes and she started to go in office, which is her normal working hours, which is 9 to 6, it was still working fine for us, because I was taking care of the baby in the morning and my wife was taking care of the baby in the evening. But what I was started to miss is my meditation, because I didn't get time. And when you say like, okay, I mean, even 10 minutes time, so yeah, in reality, really, that's the case. That's I was really not getting even that much of time that I can meditate. And from internally, I started feeling like, yeah, I'm missing something. So what should I do? Then I spoke to Subhashji someday. I remember I spoke to him. I said like, okay, this is the case is happening. And I knew that about the timing, like we should meditate in a Godhuli Vela, which is in the evening, or in the early morning, which is Brahma Muhurt. So Subhashji said, okay, tell me when you are free, when you have some time. I told him that only hours which I get a bit of time is past midnight, around 1 or 2 a.m. So as I said, okay, then it's fine. I mean, if you don't have any other options, you can start meditating during that hour. I said, fine. But that's not all. I mean, when we come back from work, especially at midnight, the only thing you will feel like, okay, take a shower and go back to bed, take some rest. So yeah, I mean, after my discussion with Subhashji, the day which I started, I would just like to emphasize there that the day started, it was not a good day for me. The way, I mean, we had some escalation, some customer discussion and bad discussion, in fact. I came back home around 1:30, and the only thing I wanted to have, close my eyes and sit down for some time. And then I thought, okay, if I want to just do that, why not meditate? So I did that, and I since I knew the process, like started from the Swagat Gan, Mangal Gan, Svarved part, followed by the Gayatri Mantra, and then meditation, everything. So I really followed the process, and it took a while for me to meditate. But the kind of feeling which I got on that night, it really amazed me. And I feel that a bit of energized, which I was not feeling in the beginning. When I started meditation. So it really gave me some kind of energy that yes, this can be done. And since then, I started to do the meditation during that time, which was around past midnight. And it happened almost for then, I will say 1 year, and it was happening regular. Though I was practicing only one time, it was at the midnight, but I didn't skip that, and I started doing it on the regular basis. And until my son started go to the kindergarten, not kindergarten, the daycare, and then I had some time in the morning, but I started practicing that. So that gives a bit of energy, that gives a bit of boost inside me. The pleasant which I got internally, I got it back, and I had that feeling. So I gave that energy to my work. And I felt the changes. I felt a lot of changes, especially in the day-to-day life, definitely in the physical life, as well as mental and the spiritual. And I found that, yes, this is something which I was missing, and I have got it back. So I really thanks Subhaji for that suggestion. Just to add here, which I didn't think that I will share here, but I'm still sharing. So it happened like, it was the month of May, I guess, when I started doing that. And something, I don't know what exactly happened. So May, June, July, it was 4th of July. There was no discussion in my office happened. It was 4th of July, I still remember. My boss called me to office, and I had no clue why he is calling me. He called me and said, because you are promoted. Yeah. So, and really there was no clue which happened. So that day I was really surprised, like, okay. And this is the kind of career which I was looking forward for past few months, and I was never not able to achieve. So this happened on 4th of July. And since I'm sharing this, I will share one more thing. In past 3 years, I am planned, or I am proposed to promote second time this year. And I really give this credit to my meditation and the blessing from Sadhguru, because the kind of organization where I am working is not so usual that you promoted twice in 3 years. It really doesn't happen. That's so regular, and especially when you're moving toward higher grades. Most of you know that it's really impossible. So that's the physical part. I just shared it. Because I'm sharing the benefits, but from the mental and from the spiritual part, it cannot be explained. You have to feel it internally. You have to practice meditation regularly, and then you feel it, and then you have to experience it. It cannot be which I share my experience and you will accept it as it is. You will only know that yes, it is happening within yourself by practicing meditation on a regular basis. You'll get to know. So with this, I will conclude. And yeah, and my only request to everyone who is here in this panel discussion here, to just please don't miss your meditation. Meditate regularly on a daily basis. Practice. You will feel the benefits. There might be some delay if possible. If there is none, that's very good, but you will get it for sure. So that's all from me. Thank you very much, and Jai Sadhguru.
Thank you very much, Vikasji, for sharing your experience. I think it is so linked with all of us, just in few words, if I like to say a few more things, what Vikasji said is, it's his dedication actually was the most important thing, which actually was reflected what he mentioned. Unless and until we try, what happens? Suppose a very simple example. It may not be applicable to Singapore portion, but suppose you are traveling in a flight, you are traveling in a train, and at the time when you actually meditate on a daily basis, and at that time point you are traveling, what did you do? Usually when we travel, if suppose you are in a flight for 3 hour, 4 hour, 5 hour, 12 hour, whatever number of hours you have, either you switch on your the TV in front of you, or you take a nap, or you read out something, you eat, you talk, etc. How many of you have tried meditation during flight time? Check it out once. What happens? My experience says that you will be able to meditate much more better and efficient when you are in flight. When you are traveling in a train, say suppose you are in India or some other country, you are traveling a long distance train, and the time of your meditation falls during your traveling time, what do? Do you meditate? Will you meditate, or you first see, oh, who is around me, what they will think, I'm meditating, this person will think that, that person will think that, etc., etc. Probably you will think that way. Try it out if you get this opportunity at some time. So the important thing is something which is here within. The coming out from your comfort zone is the most important factor for meditation, and this makes us more disciplined and more controlled, because things have to come from within, and this within thing will also be coming in front only when you meditate. So it's a cycle. At one time you have to break it, you have to break it. The example, the thing which Vikasji mentioned, that his meditation timing was appropriate, timing was not there. Despite that, I suggested him to at least continue whenever he gets the time. That was the thing which I mentioned to him, is just to break his cycle. He was in a cycle, he was in a loop from where he had to come out. And for that reason, wherever he was comfortable, okay, at 1 o'clock is fine, 2 o'clock is fine, please meditate, just meditate. Because once you start practicing it from there onward, all the doors in front of you which are closed will be opened automatically. With this, let me come quickly to Sriman Podarji, who has joined us from Singapore. Sriman Podarji has been practicing quite rigorously now Vihangam meditation. He has been experiencing lots and lots of different things, not only on the spiritual side, but also on the day-to-day life basis as well. Now his routine is very much fixed. His time of doing meditation, the practice, and the regularity has been formed completely by himself. Podarji, if you can share some of your experience, some of your thoughts for all the listeners and viewers right now in the next 5 to 7 minutes, please.
जय श्री सद्गुरुदेव टू ऑल। शरण शरण में शरण हूँ, हे गुरु बंदी छोड़, मोहे उबारो हे गुरु, सो सो बार निहो, बार बार बंधन करूं, सदगुरु देव हमार, यहाँ वहाँ सब ठाम में, महिमा अपरम पार। With the blessing of Sadguru, I now started meditation. I get up normally 4:45. Then 15-20 minutes I fresh up. Then I do 5 shloka survey, and then we start meditation. Earlier, I used to get up around 7 o'clock. Then we start around 7:20. So last year in August, when I got an opportunity to talk to Sri Swamiji, then Swamiji advised Podarji, you should do the meditation in Amrita Vela, in the Brahma Muhurt. So after that, I started my meditation regularly. And so after that, I'm getting 2 hours more time, very energetic. We see the quite lot of changes because it is so powerful. Earlier, I used to sit 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Now I can sit 1.5 hours, sometimes 1 hour 45 minutes, sometimes 2 hours also, with the blessing of Sadguru. So the regularity is a very, very important. Like Sadguru Bhagwan Sadafalji Maharaj, 17 years has done the hard this tapasya in the Himalayan other place. So this his own experience he has shared in the short way. अद्भुत मार्ग योग विहंगम मैं तुमको बतलाऊंगा यदि विधिवत तुम साधन करियो अमर लोक पहुंचाऊंगा महाप्रभु अनंत दया में उनसे तुम्हें मिलाऊंगा कहें सदाफल परमानंदा आवागमन मिटाऊंगा. He has announced that you should follow this wonderful Vihangam yoga. If you follow regularly this yoga, this meditation, he would take you to reach the ultimate destination of Amarlok. And once we will meet and experience the God, then there will be no birth and rebirth. This is our aim in our human life, and this is possible only in the human life. And the timing, one is the regularity and the timing. So Brahma Muhurt, like in the evening, the Godhuli around 7 o'clock, say Singapore time, is the best time. But in the evening, I used to come when after office, so I sit around 7:30, sometimes 8 o'clock, and I do. Because this is the practical anubhav, the experience of Sri Swamiji. निज अनुभव वर्णन करूं दिया ज्ञान प्रभु सोय तेरा है तुझ में रहे करत समर्पण सोय. So because this is the whole own experience, if we practice like Mr. Vikas has experienced, shared, he just now experienced that after coming back from the office 1 o'clock, 1:30 in the night time, then some fresh up and then start a meditation. Like Suhaji mentioned, yes, I sometimes when I'm traveling overseas, then in the flight that I also very good time opportunity. So because we do the meditation at that time, so time flies, we do not know. Very fast we reach our destination. So ultimately, this is the practice of daily. If we do daily meditation, minimum 10 minutes in the morning and evening, believe me, we all have our own experience. All will be benefited. And because we have got the human life, we have got the Sadguru, we have already found the Sadguru, because it is written, दुर्लभ सदगुरु मिलन है उठो जागो धाय सदगुरु खोजो शरण लो दाव चूक नहीं जाए. So this is, we have got an opportunity. So in this Vihangam Yoga, we should daily do the meditation practice. With that, I conclude. Jai Shri Sadguru. Over to Subhasji. Jai Shri.
Thank you very much, Podaji, for sharing your experience. I think one thing I like to highlight here, as Podaji mentioned, that initially he was getting up at 7 o'clock, and now he's able to get up early in the morning, and he's meditating and practicing for 1.5 hours on a daily basis. Think about the timing. Think about the duration. When we have to suppose practice, we probably would take 15 minutes, 10 minutes, and then we'll finish it up. Okay. Why? Because probably there are two reasons. Number one reason, we don't want to do. Number second reason, we don't have time. Probably it might be possible. But my experience also says, as Podaji mentioned, that we have 24 hours in a day. How we utilize these 24 hours of our day is completely depending on us. How efficient we are in our time management is completely depending on us. And that time management will completely further be dependent on how clear we are here. What thing we are doing at what time, that we have to decide. For For that, we need to have clarity. My experience is, sometime back, I also used to sleep 7 hours, but now I don't sleep 7 hours. I sleep 5 hours. But then someone may say that, oh, you are sleeping 5 hours. What happens to your health? What happens to your energy? Believe me, I am still as energetic as when I was sleeping 7 hours. And in fact, I would say I'm more energetic. Initially, yes, there would be some difficulty to adjust your body clock and your whole system. But after some time, again, your determination and your dedication, these two things are very important. If these two are lacking, there will be difficulty. And again, I repeat, this dedication and your determination will be boosted up by the meditation practice itself. Now, I'm having 2 hours extra with me. Wherever I want to utilize, I can utilize. Many people ask me sometime here and there, how do you manage so many things here and there? You're engaged in so many things and you're doing so many things. Do you have that much time? I have been doing things efficiently. This to this, cut it. This to this, cut it. So this is time management. Meditation, regularity, and maintaining the time of regularity is nothing but being more and more efficient in our day-to-day life. Those who have been practicing meditation, I'm sure, 100% sure that everyone will agree that their daily life has become more disciplined, more efficient. And as Vikasji just rightly mentioned one simple example about his promotion, do you know the reason? Probably he had been doing same thing what he was doing earlier also. But what made his boss to promote him? Can you think of it? It's about his efficiency. Why that efficiency would have come? Because of his clarity. Why that clarity had come? Because of his meditation practice. What meditation practice did? It made him to control his mind, to live with the moment where he is at the time. And that's how our whole daily life moves in the right direction. Do you want to challenge yourself? Do you want to challenge your willpower? Do you want to challenge your determination? If yes, please take a leap from here and see how it takes you to a different level altogether. Regularity in meditation, well time set out for meditation is the one of the important aspect of meditating itself. We'll talk more about meditation sometime later. Thank you very much for listening us. And I would like to thank Podarji, Vikasji, and Mayuriji for taking their time out to share their thoughts and experiences with us. Thank you very much. Back to you, Vimalji. Jai Sadgurudev.
Thank you so much, Suhasji, Mayuriji, Vikasji, and Podarji for sharing your own experience and joy of meditation. I think it was hugely insightful. I'd like to thank you for sharing the most important thing, which I was personally not aware about, the appropriate timing of meditation. At the same time, how meditation, or most importantly, the regularity of meditation, bring peace, how it brings you to sleep better, how it helps you to manage your emotions. So I think it was a very practical discussion, which I think we all have been looking for. And thank you for sharing your experience once again. Thank you. And now we will move to the third and final part of today's discussion. And in this one, we will have Shanti part. And in order to offer the prayer in the Holy Feet of Master, I would like to invite our another regular practitioner from Vihangam Yoga. She is Sujata ji, and she is joining us from Singapore. She is a teacher by profession and regular practitioner of Vihangam Yoga. Let's welcome Sujata ji for Shanti Path.
जय श्री सतगुरुदेव। विराग त्याग की शांति हो, उदासीनता शांति, सेवा चित शिष्य शांति हो, सत्य शांति हो शांति। हे प्रभु शांति स्वरूप हो, शांति शांति में शांति, शांति शांति जन शांति हो, पूर्ण शांति में शांति। हे प्रभु शांति प्रदान कर, दूर हो सर्व अशांति, देव सदा फल शांति में, शांति शांति सुख शांति, शांति शांति सुख शांति। जय श्री सद्गुरुदेव।
Thank you so much, Sujata ji, for Shanti part. Now we are coming to almost the end of today's discussion. So I like this moment to thank all the attendees and devotees for today's discussion. I'd like to thank you for your time and hope you have found it insightful. I'd also like to thank role players, Omji, Srinivas for the Mangal Khan and Swagat Khan, Suhasi, Vikasi, Mayuri ji, Podar ji, Sujata ji, and the team working behind the curtain. There is a large group of enthusiasts who are working behind the scene to make each and every meeting a successful meeting. So I'd like to thank our attendees, devotees once again, and I would also like to thank Suhasi, Mayuri, Vikasi, Kudati for sharing their experience and joy of meditation today. It was a very insightful, and I personally been hugely benefited from this discussion. So there is a little announcement here once again that there is a form, Google form, which is available in the chat box. Do share your name, contact numbers, and feedback if you have any, so that we can reach to you about the future discussions, future sessions, future meetings. Or if you have a feedback, please convey to us so that we can improve and become better in the future. You can see the screen on the screen, the image of Sarved, which is called Encyclopedia of Spirituality, composed by His Excellency Sadhguru Sadafal Devji Maharaj. The book is available in Singapore in Hindi, and English version will be available soon, still in process. We highly recommend to keep a copy of Sarved and read a few couplets before you start the meditation. If you don't have a copy of it, you can contact us so that we can make a copy available to you. Now we will be discussing about our social media page, and we are available on various social media pages like Twitter, Gmail, Facebook, YouTube. We have a main website. We have Meetup as well. Our core team is doing an incredible job in making all the discussions contents live on YouTube channels. So it is the aim to bring knowledge insights in the public domain so that any and all who are interested get benefited. So from your side, what is requested is to subscribe the channel, share the content with the fellow enthusiasts who are interested in learning more about meditation. You can take a screenshot of the page and take a note of the timing of our daily practice sessions. Evening session is always at the same time, that is 8 p.m. in the evening. And the morning session is at 6 o'clock during the weekdays, that is Monday to Friday, and 8 a.m. during the weekends, that is Saturday and Sunday. Our Zoom link always remains same link to which you are connected right now. So that will remain same. And there have been some changes in our website, which is recently launched. And for that one, to give a quick insight about what all the options are available, I'd like to invite Subhasji once again to give us a quick update about what is there on our upcoming newly launched websites. Subhasji, please.
Thank you very much, Vimalji. So just to reiterate here, we have a website available, which is www.vihangamsg.com, which is also reflected in the chat box. Please have a look at this website and go through about it, because there are many things available in this particular website. Please feel free to provide your feedback, contact us, go through about it. Actually, there are many interesting facts available into this related with Vihangam Yoga. The documents are also there, related with daily practice things are there. All the notifications are available, when you can join, where you can join, how you can join. If you want to know more about Sadhguru, it is also available in that website. So please have a look at this website, and please let us know. Just one more quick notification. We are going to have on this Friday, 2nd of April, we are going to have Swarved Akhand Path. So Swarved is the encyclopedia of spirituality composed by Sadhguru Sudafal Devji Maharaj, which has roughly around 4,000 couplets, dohas available in this particular book. We are going to recite each and every single couplet on 2nd of April. It will take roughly around 22 hours to all of us. It's not just Singapore activity, it's the activity where people from all different parts of the world will take participation. And we will do it through Zoom, but you can definitely join us watching, listening, and hearing the divine sounds, the words by Sadhguru Sudafal Devji Maharaj on Facebook. On that time, it will be a whole day process. We will start in the morning 4:30 a.m. in Singapore time, and it will continue for roughly around 22 hours. If any one of you wants to participate, some of us, of course, are participating from this group right now, but if any one of you is interested to participate in reciting even 10 couplets of Swarved, please let us know. You can go to the website. There is an option, I want to recite, click that button and just let us know. On that basis, we would contact you so that you can have that divine feeling with the Swarved reading. Along with that, as usual, Vimalji mentioned, we practice on a daily basis, meditation practice in the morning, in the evening. Please join us. This is the platform which has been designed for everyone who wants to practice on a regular basis. This is an example of regularity, where as far as organizing this daily meditation practice is concerned, we have always kept it on time, on schedule, every single day, irrespective of our situation, personal or otherwise. So if we can do it, why can't you? Please join us on a regular basis. Make yourself as regular as possible, as timely as possible. If you have been meditating on your own other than the daily meditation practice time, please continue that. It is not a compulsory thing that you must join the regulatory system what we have provided on a daily basis. If you're practicing before 6 a.m., it's good enough. If you're practicing after 6:30 a.m., it's also good. The regularity and the timing at your own end is very, very important. Please continue meditating to whatever extent possible on a regular basis. With this, I'd like to thank Sri Vimalji also for putting his effort, putting his all thoughts, experiences, and being with us throughout as an MC. Thank you very much, Vimalji, for your kindness. Thank you very much. If anyone has any question, please, you can unmute yourself to ask any question you have. Otherwise,